Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the Chicagoland Speedway here under the lights of the Gamestop Xfinity Series Chase Race number 1 here. So we finally reached a chase for all 3 series really. We did a truck race. Jonathan Rains won out there, or won here last night, figuratively speaking. And getting ready for the Xfinity Series here tonight, and then tomorrow night the Cup guys come here. So on your pole, Philip Goldberg, one of the chasers, followed by Audrey Bernaskis, another chaser. We have Jesse Turner in the 16th. Then we have Nick Smith and Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Raymond Fisher, Jeff Ozzie, Tommy Turbo, and Jonathan Rains, who won this race last night in the Truck Series. Looking to sweep here. It could happen, you never know. Here's the rest of your starting lineup. And on your final rows, we have Jared Tippett, Collins, and Tang. So, first race of the chase here in Xfinity Series. Will we get a chase winner to lock himself into the next round? Will we get someone who hasn't won yet this season? Let's find out. Let's get you down to the commands.
Drivers, start your engine! Crank it up.
The engines are fired up and roaring here at Chicagoland. So it looks like everyone gets going, no problems. It's a pretty wild race last night in the Truck Series. Hope we'll have another wild one here. There's a lot of action. Last night we saw a lot of blocking. Jonathan Rains, he was a really big blocker last night and ended up winning after the race ended on a caution. But we see some of that today. This race is a pretty big deal. Chasers can't get themselves locked in the next round. Green flag is out at Chicagoland. Philip Goldberg leads the field. Oh shit. Bye-bye. Already they go 3 wide. See Raymond Fisher, he's one of the chasers, already forcing it 3 wide. Oh, and into the wall goes a 14, and a 19 is also around. And the caution is going to be out immediately. That one looked big, as here comes Jesse Turner for the lead. Philip Goldberg has the run on the outside. Looks like he'll get it. Yes, he will. As caution is out here on lap 1 for the Xfinity Series. Wait, was there more? Oh, okay, that's good. So caution is out here for the first time tonight. Goldberg is the leader. Let's get you a look at the replay. Here's what happened. You're going to see these guys are 3 wide. Oh, the 14 goes down, gets into the 5, comes right back up in front of fellow chasers, including the 1. See the 19 ends up going around here. See James Bowles is around right there in the 88. 62, William Brock, another chaser who's involved in this. But it doesn't look like a lot of the chasers have much damage. Just 20 also went around. Here's another look at it right here. Yeah, the 14 gets into the 5, and then I guess he kind of panicked, I guess. I don't know. And then started this big mess right here. See everyone trying to dodge it. The 20 tried to dodge it, and he ended up going around. The 24 also went around back there. The 48. I really feel like my voice is changing. My guess is getting deeper. I don't know. Sounds like it. Feels like it. Feels weird in my throat. Pause. So yeah, that was your caution. Not a big wreck, but a lot of drivers did spin. A lot of chasers got involved. Let's get you back to the restart. The yellow flag has been lifted. Philip Goldberg is your leader. The 48 is a lap down. Everyone is still in the race. Philip Goldberg leads Jesse Turner, Chris Dodd, Raymond Fisher, Audrey Bernaskis, Gabriel Wanderley, Andy Pell, Jeff Ozzie, and John Sizemore, and who's in at 25? That's John Gilbert. Green flag is back out. So here comes Jesse Turner on the inside. Turner missed the chase, couldn't get a win. But still get one here tonight. As here comes Raymond Fisher. He now takes the spot of the highest running chaser, and we have a car out in the grass. But we have a yellow. With 19s around, it's Jonathan Rains again. Also, that's Ryan Sykes in the 15. As caution's going to be out, Jesse Turner leads at the line. 14 and 6 getting into each other right there. Yellow flag is out once again. Let's get you a look at the replay. Before we go back green, the 4 car just got turned. That's Andy Fell. Then everyone's just stacking. Oh, okay. Everyone's going to stack up now. Arca brakes much. A lot of... Oh man, Nick Smith is now on top of the 42. And Nick Smith is going to be out of this one, out of contention in this one. Let's go get a look at what brought out the yellow as they're going to make pit stops. So here's what happened to bring out the yellow. See the 19, the 19 goes up, and I guess he didn't see the 15. The 15 had a major run on the outside right there, end up going around. See the 0-1 right there, Bandon, getting heavy damage. Everyone else was able to sneak by, I think. Yes, they were. James Bowles, the chasers back here, had to make some repairs. See William Brock also back here. So LG Yellow, let's get you back to the restart. Getting ready to go back green. A lot of drivers are trotted out of that one. A 52 of Mendez, the 85, 42 to 1. He's a chaser. He retires out of this one, a 93 to 48 in the 01. Nick Smith being the only chaser retiring after that wreck. Raymond Fisher in the 5, another chaser. Is going to lead them to the green. Green flag is out. Roger Baranowskis didn't seem to have got going on that restart right there. Chris Dodd, he's falling back. Has 4 wins, but still missed the chase. As he got those wins after the chase in the 44, hard into the wall. That's Davidson. Man, a lot of these rookies are just a big, it's a wreck fest. I mean, I know the chase would be crazy, but I didn't expect it to be this crazy. This Fisher's going to lead them on yellow once again. Caution flag is out. Let's go get a look at the replay. Here's what brought out the yellow, the same turn everyone's been having troubles with. See, at 3 wide, the 19 goes up actually into the 44, then goes up into the 7 and ended up going around. 24 did a great job of avoiding that wreck right there, and just a basic spin. Let's get you back to the restart. Gangs are set to go back green here. 24 is a lap down on the inside. Raymond Fisher leads Audrey Baranowskis, 2 chasers, 1 and 2. Try to lock themselves into the next round. If Jesse Turner, Gabriel Wanley, another chaser, and John Sizemore rounds out your top 5. Green flag is out. Fisher looking for his 2nd win of the season, looking to get his 5th career win in the Xfinity Series. And we have another yellow as the 87, I believe that was, who went around. No, the 24. Oh, careful. 24, Betty Johnson goes around. Caution is out again at the line. Fisher will lead them under the yellow again. Baranowskis not there on time. Caution's out again. Let's get a look at the replay. Here's what brought out the yellows. It's been a trouble spot all night here for drivers. As the 39 gets into the 43 to 40, or the 98, then goes down and gets into the 24. 98 was able to save it. The 24 was not, as she goes around, and great job by everyone else to avoid her, especially when it comes to this part right here where drivers were coming at her fast. So yeah, that was it. Basically, just a spin. Let's get you back to the restart. Again, getting set to go with 7 laps remaining here. The Xfinity Series race here at Chicagoland. Fisher leads Baranowskis. Green flag is out again. See Gabriel Wanley trying to find some sort of way around those guys. He's run to possibly seal himself into the next round. As Richard Kinghart goes underneath. Let's put the 6 back even further. Here comes Baranowskis for the lead, looking for. She's gonna go side by side. The Darlington winner looking for her 4th win, I believe it is. As Fisher leads that time by with the momentum on the outside. These guys back here are slow to crash damages. See a lot of drivers here racing hard. Gabriel Wanley's falling back. Was 6th last time by. Is probably just barely on hanging on to the top 10 right now. Is 87 is trying to put the bumper to the 2. As Fisher continues to lead, has led the most laps tonight, looking for win number 5 in the Xfinity Series. It's a 40 of John Sizemore runs up high right there. Gabriel Wanley was right on board with him. He's way up on the outside line. See Audra Baranowskis now going back for that lead. As she got the lead. Audra Baranowskis is your new race leader. Next time they come around, will be 3 to go. Baranowskis looking to lock herself in the chase. Looking for 2 wins in a row. Damian Fisher trying to deny her that win to get himself locked into the next round. Richard Kinghart, non-chaser. Jesse Turner, non-chaser. Von Sizemore, non-chaser. Here's the next chase right here. Tommy Turbo in 33. We have Jeff Brad, another chaser. He's up here running great. There's your post hitter, Flip Goldberg. Eli Bright right on top 10. And Gabriel Wanley right outside of the top 10 there. It looks like we're going to finish this thing under green as they go side by side. 2 to go. 2 drivers trying to lock themselves into the next round for the Xfinity Series chase here. As Fisher slid up just a bit, or possibly the 87 of Kinghart can probably spoil this thing right here. We do have a lap car. That is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. This is probably going to play in favor of the 2. Senior blocks Fisher, and Fisher's dumped him. They say that as Baranowskis is going to get away. White flag is out. And I'm sure Fisher is not happy with the 14. There they go. Oh, and the Fisher gets turned around. Along with a few chasers. The 46 also went around. The 6 went around. Oh, more drivers. More wreck. Big wreck. As there's the 2 of Audra Baranowskis. Looking for win number 4. The female won last week. Will get another victory here. Audra Baranowskis wins Chicagoland and gets herself locked into the next round. Man, tough break for Fisher right there. He's got to be unhappy with 14 there. Not even sure what the 14 was doing. Oh man. And there was a big wreck on the yellows. There's the 14 right there. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. There's Fisher. There's Fisher. We're going to see what happened here. Probably going to go say something down on pit road as Fisher's right behind him. His team is telling him don't do anything stupid. Man. Fisher led a majority of the race only to get his win, a possible win, taken from him by the 14 right there. As there's going to be fights everywhere after this race. Let's go take a look at all those wrecks at the end right there. So here it is going down into the 1. Fisher thought the 14 was going to stay in the middle. Nope, the 14 goes down and just dead off, just blocked them. And Fisher trying to dump them. Didn't work. He got laid off of him right there. Trying to go to the outside of him. Fitzwater blocks again. Then you see here, right there, Fisher, the 14 was just plain, just straight up blocking right there, and then causes this big mess right here. And just, man, and then there was a few hard hits too. I believe the 3 of Chris Dodd was involved in this. Gonna watch these guys right here. Yeah, Chris Dodd gets into the 20 trying to avoid the wreck. They both slid up into the outside wall. Really, they came right back down in front of traffic, sort of. Let's see here. The 40 of John Sizemore was back there. Could have sworn there was some hard hit. Yeah, right there. The 43 gets into the 40 hard. The 0 also gets into him hard. Nevin's also involved. So just a big mess here on lap or on the final lap of the race. Let's get you down to the finishing results here. Audrey Baranowskis comes home with the win, locks herself into the next round of the Xfinity Series chase. Jesse Turner finishes second, close for Turner once again. Matthew Engelram came out of nowhere. He gets a third place finish, solid third place finish. Philip Goldberg, I'm not the chaser, Eli Bright, Richard Kinghart, Jeff Ozzie, Jeff Bright, Nate Connors and Jonathan Rains rounds out your top 10. Fisher ended up finishing 15th. And what makes this worse is Fitzwater was obviously a lap down. And what makes it even more worse was that Fisher is a chaser, Fitzwater Sr. is not. So, not sure what's going to happen. There was a big fight on pit road. Teams having to break it up to 14 and a 5. And then Nick Smith also was involved in another scuffle on pit road with another driver. And so, yeah, let's get you down to victory lane where Audrey Baranowskis celebrates.
Great driving, KB, great driving. Woo! Great job, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it, y'all. Y'all do way too much for me. Can't be a party, but did it the hard way. Real proud of you. Thank you. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. Feels pretty sweet, doesn't it?